Try naming an industry that does not use industrial control systems. It is harder than it sounds. ICS is not a specialized technology found only in power plants and oil refineries. It is the control infrastructure of modern civilization. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to name at least 5 industries that rely on ICS. You will also be able to describe what ICS controls in each one. Every power plant uses ICS to control turbines, generators, boilers, cooling systems, and grid switching. Coal, gas, nuclear, wind, and solar. The fuel source changes, but the control requirement does not. Substations that step voltage up or down for transmission are monitored remotely by SCADA systems. SCADA collects data from remote equipment and sends commands back to it. The electricity you are using right now traveled through an ICS before it reached you. Municipal water treatment plants use ICS to control chemical dosing, filtration, pumping, and pressure. The system monitors water quality sensors continuously and adjusts treatment automatically. Wastewater treatment uses ICS to control aeration tanks, chemical treatment, and discharge. Every stage of that process is managed by an industrial control system. That includes everything from when water enters the treatment plant to when it reaches your tap. Oil refineries use ICS to control distillation columns, heaters, compressors, and product blending. These are continuous processes running at high temperature and pressure with no acceptable downtime. Pipeline operators use SCADA to monitor and control valves, flow rates, and compressor stations. A single control room can oversee hundreds of miles of pipeline. An operator in one city can see every pressure reading and control any valve in the network. Automotive assembly lines use ICS to coordinate robots, conveyors, welding stations, and quality checks. Pharmaceutical plants use ICS to control batch reactors, where temperature and timing directly affect product safety. Food and beverage production, chemical manufacturing, and paper mills run on ICS. 1 hour of unplanned downtime on an automotive line can cost more than $2 million. That number explains why availability is treated as a safety value, not just a business preference. When an industrial process loses control, the consequences are not just financial. Rail signaling systems control track switches and signal lights to prevent train collisions. Airport baggage systems route luggage through automated sorters. Traffic management centers coordinate signal timing across entire cities. Building management systems use the same ICS principles to control HVAC, elevators, fire suppression, and access control in large facilities. Mining uses ICS for underground ventilation, conveyors, and hoisting. Without it, underground operations cannot safely run. If a system moves something, heats something, or controls something physical at scale, it is almost certainly running on ICS. The answer to the question from the first slide is almost none. Energy, water, oil, gas, manufacturing, transportation, building management, mining, and pharmaceutical, they all rely on industrial control systems. ICS is not a niche specialty. It is the infrastructure layer that keeps physical processes running. The systems you just learned to name are not abstract. They are at the center of every major industrial cybersecurity incident of the last decade. This lecture is part of the free Introduction to Industrial Control Systems course. 25 lectures, no cost, link in the description.